Mind off Alex.
Or you're looking at Alex and you send it at Alex. You don't know who you're
Even though the game was starting. Is it time?
She just likes the music off when they meet at home plate.
Oh.
Tired?
So one time I see
Thirsty Thursdays last night? Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, that's Thursday, right? What's Wednesday?
And then the other one was like
Wasted Wednesday?
2 weeks ago. I went to that Spartans and I was snapping.
Soccer guys are crazy.
And I went
All they do is party.
7 snaps.
We're focused.
Yeah, but it's not professional. It's all like a game. It fills it up. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Wait until the wind's ready. The last race.
I think you have a good gym.
I'm not going to take a photo.
See how plants on the right. I don't know what's in and out. I don't know how to get these to have some sort of
Teenage witch. Too nice.
Speaking of, using other adventures with chilling adventures. Hanging out What's
An actual show? Was it on Amazon Prime?
No, Netflix. An original Netflix.
No.
Oh, it's the musicians.
Oh, for who they are. So, Chevalier and Rayfield, second base, she's in second. Third, or she pitched third. Five, so she's third. Third base.
Before we rush him, you know?
He's not designated fired.
No rush. No, it's away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Vincent Morley Family Field for tonight's game between the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish and your University of Tampa Spartans. Here are tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Sailfish of Palm Beach Atlantic. Winner tonight's game with an overall record of 26-19. Leading off, playing center field, number 20, Magnolia West.
On another sunny afternoon here in Tampa, Florida, what else is new? Welcome to Tampa Spartans softball on Spartans.tv. Hello everyone, I'm Christopher Francisco on the call for you this afternoon. Today the Tampa Spartans take on the Palm Beach Atlantic Sailfish. The Spartans enter this ball game in first place after last weekend Rollins College dropped 2 games to Embry-Riddle. Spartans had a bye week last weekend, so they enter first place without playing a game. Spartans record right now 18-6 in the Sunshine State Conference, 28-9 overall. Palm Beach 26-19 overall, 14-10 in the Sunshine State Conference. Of course, the starting pitcher for the Spartans is none other than McKaylee Dooley, and she's having another fantastic season. Last year, she was Sunshine State Conference Pitcher of the Year. This year, she's been even better. A career-high 1.09 earned run average, 180 innings pitched. And probably her best stat, 6.84 strikeouts per 7 innings. That's also a career high. Palm Beach Atlantic is coming off a 3-game sweep over Florida Southern in which they outscored the Mocs 17-5. They're wearing the white tops and navy blue bottoms. Spartans in the all-black uniforms today. This game, of course, the first of a doubleheader this afternoon. Doubleheader was originally scheduled for tomorrow, but it's supposed to be a monsoon here tomorrow, so they wanted to get at least 2 games in. Looks like Dooley's ready, and here comes the first pitch. Taken outside, ball 1, and they're off in Tampa. Whirl a few steps in at third, the 1-0 pitch. Fouled off to the left side, 1-1. The center fielder West leading this one off, and she waves and misses in that pitch, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Magnolia West, a junior from Carmichael, California. Little chopper to second. Booted by the second baseman. And West is safe at first. Tough hop there for Clawberg at second, but probably a play she should have had. A leadoff base runner for West.
Second, number 12, Alexis Guerra.
Now Alexis Guerra. Bunts one. Dooley fields it, throws to second, and got the force out there. Great awareness from the pitcher Dooley to throw to second, gets the force out, the lead runner, and that's the first out of this ball game. One of those plays where it's probably safer just to go to first base, get the shore out, but Dooley wanted that lead runner and knew she had enough time to throw it to second, get the force out. So here's the third place hitter, Burdish. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Burdish batting .372 on the season. That pitch is taken down low. Snap throw to first, not in time. Now the 2-0 pitch. Taken at the letters for a called strike, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Perfect pitch on the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That pitch just got a piece of it, did Burdish. She stays alive. Now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. And there are 2 down.
Batting fourth, number 21, Catherine Budley.
So here's Budnovich, the cleanup hitter. First pitch is on the outside corner, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at a pitch that was eye level, and it's 0-2. And now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, side retired. So Dooley's able to strand the runner after an error. No runs, no hits. 1 error, 1 runner left on base. Middle of the first inning in Tampa, no score.
Leading off for your Spartans, number 13, Lexi Chevalier.
The center fielder Lexi Chevalier gets set to lead off the game for the Spartans in the home half of the first. Chevalier, a freshman, batting .274 in the season, .287 on base, and 2 home runs in 37 games. Starting pitcher for Palm Beach Atlantic is Abby Busby, 1.53 earned run average, and 178 and a third innings pitched. First pitch to Chevalier is taken on the inside corner, 0-1. Now the 0-1 pitch, way up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 pitch. Slow chopper foul left side. A ball and 2 strikes. One-two pitch hits outside, ball 2. Two-two pitch, breaking balls hits way up high, and that runs the count full. Chevalier in the leadoff spot today. Just a .287 on base percentage, though. Now the payoff pitch. Popped up left side. It'll go off the screen, out of play.
Sure you don't want your sister talk? Oh, my sister talk? That's like pulling teeth. Were you one of the ones that was saying she was quiet or something like that? Tom was in the office the other day. He's like, hey, some of the guys are like, she's too shy. She's too quiet. I would ask you. No, you're right though. You know what I mean? Like, just who she is.
Once again, the payoff pitch. Swung early on that pitch. Was going inside, pulled it foul, stays alive. Again, the 3-2. Chopper up the middle. That's going to go through for a base hit. A leadoff single for Chevalier. Great at back there. Stayed alive. Got it to a full count. Got a pitch to hit. Went right with it up the middle. And she's on with a leadoff single. That brings up Christina Klauberg. First pitch, shows bunt, bunts it foul. Glauberg, the redshirt junior, batting .267 on the season. .371 on base percentage. Now the 0-1. Bunts it again, bunts it foul. 0-2. 0-2 pitch hits upstairs. A ball and 2 strikes. That pitch is a call, 3rd strike. Glauberg is set down looking.
Number 22, Corinne Miner.
Now a chance for the 3rd place hitter, Corinne Miner. Miner batting .266 on the year. Takes a first pitch breaking ball on the inside corner, 0-1. That's a tough one. Now the 0-1. Pitch sits upstairs. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Hard hit ball up the middle. That's going to go through for a base hit. Chevalier around second, heading for third. The throw is offline. She doesn't slide, but somehow is able to step in there safely. Miner goes all the way to second, and now the Spartans have 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 gone. Not sure if Chevalier just kind of missed a sign there to slide, but was lucky to make it in there safely. And now the Sailfish are going to talk things over in the circle. Sam Morrill's coming up, batting cleanup. Hitting just .250 on the year, but 4 home runs and 23 runs batted in. This is who you want in these situations with runners in scoring position. First pitch. It's a called strike. 0-1. Now the 0-1. Off speed pitches upstairs. Now the 1-1. Fisted to second. Will they bring the runner? No. Throw to first is in time, and there are 2 gone. Palm Beach there had the infield in a few steps, and there was no way Chevalier was going to be able to score on that play. So here's the catcher, Maddie Farrell. Farrell leads the team in batting average, batting .298. First pitch is taken on the inside corner, 0-1. And Farrell takes the 0-1 pitch on the outside corner, 0-2. Now the 0-2. Good take by Farrell that time. Now the 1-2 outside again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch. Little roller left side. That ball's going to stay fair. Will they get the runner at first? The throw. Not in time. It's in the dirt. Chevalier didn't come home on that throw. The Spartans have the bases loaded with 2 gone. And that brings another circle visit for the Sailfish. With 2 outs, you got to figure as soon as that ball is thrown, Chevalier's got to come home. She stayed put, and now the Spartans have the bases loaded.
Number 19, Emily Jackson.
Big chance now for Emily Jansen. Batting .271 on the season. Her 26 hits this year are tied for a career high. First pitch. Swinging a little looper to shortstop. The shortstop finds it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So nothing across for the Spartans. 3 hits.
On 3 hits. No errors.
No errors and 3 runners left on base.
Tampa 0, UVA 0.
We go to the second inning and Tampa no score. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth. I'm Christopher Francisco, and I'm pleased to be joined by my former broadcast partner and current boss, Dominic Galone. Dominic, great to have you back.
Not much of a boss, more of a coworker, but how you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing great.
Beautiful day here for some softball.
Of course.
First inning threat there by the Spartans, but not able to do anything with bases loaded, 2 outs.
Yeah, it was one of those situations that we saw a ton last year where the Spartans really just weren't able to cash in. They're riding an 18-game winning streak now, so.
Yeah, an 18-game winning streak after losing 7 straight in the middle of the year, rather. Nice to see the Spartans coming around here towards the end, trying to make a late push for postseason.
Yeah, it looked like they were about to fall off the table, but they righted the ship and they had this huge winning streak that ties a program record.
Yeah, if they are lucky enough to get this victory here in Game 1 of the series, they'll break the UT record with 19 straight victories.
Biggs leads off the second and takes the first pitch outside for ball 1.
And over the last 18 games, McKaylee Dooley has earned the winning decision in the last 8 contests. She's the workhorse in the circle this afternoon and for the season for the Spartans.
Pitch sits upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Spartans are in first place after last weekend's bye week, in which Rollins College dropped 2 of 3 games to Embry-Riddle.
Now the 2-0. Gets the call there at the knees.
Spartans sit atop the Sunshine State Conference at 18-9 in conference. A 1-game lead over number 5 Florida Tech, who moved up this week from number 10 to number 5 in the national ranking. Florida Tech at 17-7, trailing by 1 game in the conference.
Big swing and a miss there by Biggs.
Spartans will take on St. Leo next weekend, the final series of the year. St. Leo at 19-8, only trailing by 2 games. And Rollins sitting at 16-8, tied for 3rd place.
There's a punch out there. Throw down to first is in time.
Yeah, 2 weekends ago, McKaylee Dooley put up 27 strikeouts in 3 games, just over 23 innings pitched for McKaylee Dooley, 3 complete games. She's been in the zone in the circle.
Yeah, I talked about earlier, her strikeouts per 7 is 6.84. That's a career high, and that's just a fantastic number. Almost striking out a batter per inning. Penica standing in, takes a big swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, you mentioned the strikeouts per game. McKaylee Dooley leads the conference with 176 strikeouts. So she's definitely one of the top pitchers in this conference.
Now the 0-2 is chopped. High chopper to second. Nice play there by Clawberg. Easy toss to first. Then there are 2 gone.
So you've been doing some softball games this year. What has been impressive from your side about McKaylee Dooley?
When she gets in trouble, she doesn't back down. She just keeps going right to the well, right to her pitches. She's not afraid. She doesn't really walk too many batters.
Yeah, it's definitely something to give her credit for. She's, like you said, she doesn't walk too many batters. She leads the conference with the fewest strikeouts in the conference. Fewest walks in the conference, rather.
Carlton swings and tips that one into the mitt of Maddie Farrell.
Dooley's only allowed 13 walks on the season.
In about 180 innings pitched, a little more now. That's just fantastic.
Able to pound the strike zone and doesn't back down to any of these hitters. Like you mentioned, she'll go down 3-1 in the count and she'll take a deep breath. And, you know, one thing she does is she pitches the contact, lets the fielders behind her work a little bit.
2-1 pitches upstairs, 3-1. Now the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for the Sailfish in the second. The Spartans coming up. No score. Getting set now for the home half of the second inning. Spartans and Sailfish, no score. Mac Dooley will lead off for the Spartans. And Dominic, in the past, Dooley has been one of the premier hitters in the lineup, but this year she's only batting 183.
Yeah, I think she's more focused on her job in the circle this year. She knows that she needs to lead this team. Even though the Spartans have capable pitchers behind her, we rely on McKaylee Dooley game in and game out. As we saw 2 weekends ago, she pitched in all 3, started in all 3 games. And so when you're going 23 innings in a weekend, 3 straight complete games, sometimes your focus strays a little bit from the offensive side of things.
Yeah, and before the season started, we got a chance to talk to her about how difficult it is to manage pitching and hitting, and it's certainly not easy. First pitch to her, taken low for ball 1.
That was a pretty interesting conversation. What are some of the things you took away from that, that preseason conversation?
Well, first off, how confident she is. She pretty much comes into the room and says
she controls the room.
Yeah, she controls the room. She talked a lot about her pitches, and she told me that she could definitely get better this year, and she has definitely done that. She hits that one hard right back to the pitcher. Might have caught that on the line. She throws to first anyway, and that's the first out.
Yeah, I believe she caught that one just off the ground. But as you mentioned, McKaylee Dooley, last year she put up 25 wins in the circle. That tied a school record, and now this year she sits at 22-5, just 3 games away from that record she tied last season. And as you mentioned, she does control the room when she walks in. She's a funny person. She's got the support of her teammates, and she's definitely a team captain out there.
So now here's Bailey Phillips. First pitch is taken inside, ball 1. 1-0 to Phillips. Just outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
And as you mentioned, McKaylee Dooley was one of the better hitters on the team last year. Bailey Phillips was a freshman last season, now a sophomore, and she played in every single game last season. Batted .298 for the Spartans in 44 games played. This season she's at 167 as that one's fouled off her leg. Batting 167 with only 6 RBIs and 7 walks on the season, so maybe a little bit of a sophomore slump, maybe a little bit of pressure on her shoulders after being such a good contributor last season as a freshman.
Yeah, problem for her has always been pitch selection. We saw her swing at a pitch there that was almost at her hands.
You know, she's definitely made progress throughout the year. You know, I saw something at the beginning of the season. She was kind of bouncing and bobbing a little bit, and I feel like that throws off your eye level at the plate.
Tough play to shortstop, but a nice play there by Guerra, and there are 2 gone.
Here comes Stephanie Ballmer, a true freshman for the Spartans. She's currently on a 7-game hit streak, and she's garnered a hit in the last 10 of 11 games, so a freshman for the Spartans, another freshman contributing early on in her career.
Ballmer batting .253, .349 on base percentage. And that pitch misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0. There's that slow breaking ball, and it gets the call in the outside corner. Feels like that ball takes forever to cross the strike zone. Now the 1-1. Shows bunt. Offers at it, and it's caught, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Infield was playing back, not really expecting a bunt there. Now the 1-2. Hit hard, left side foul.
That's a cool angle, but first the subject was blurry and I've been behind this person, so I couldn't figure out, I'm not trying to rob this, I couldn't figure out like, what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong, but I had fun with it, I was fine. Yeah, so feel free to go inside the, inside the dugout if you want. Whatever you gotta do.
Once again, the 1-2 pitch. Sits up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Number 2 at the plate takes. Downstairs, and it's 3-2. Here comes a payoff pitch, and she pops this one up left side foul territory. It'll go off the screen, out of play.
Spartans have gotten 3 hits off of Busby so far. Here, only in the 2nd inning. Spartans trying to get some base runners here with.
High fly ball left center field. The center fielder gets under it and makes the catch, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for the Spartans in the 2nd. Heading to the 3rd, still no score.
14, Michaela Hines.
Just about ready for the top of the third inning. I'm Christopher Francisco alongside Dominic Alone. We're on the call for you this afternoon. Now the 1-0 to Hines. Big swing and a miss.
Yeah, Hines has played in 43 games this season, batting .256 for the Sailfish. She's got 11 hits and 9 RBIs.
Swing and a miss on that high pitch. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I feel like it's kind of a strange stat to have 9 RBIs with only 11 hits. She's only got 1 sacrifice fly.
Now the 1-2. Pitch up and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I guess that just means she's a clutch hitter when she gets to the plate in big situations.
Yeah. Now the 2-2. That's a called third strike on the inside corner, and that's the first out of the third.
Sailfish have been playing well lately. They're coming off a 3-game sweep over Florida Southern last weekend. Outscored Florida Southern 17-5 in that 3-game series. So this Sailfish team definitely has an offensive explosion capable, as 4 players sport averages over 300 with at least 100 at-bats.
Here's the 9th place hitter, Albertini. Takes a called strike.
It's the 9 hitter for the Sailfish, Kaylee Dooley. Only allowed 1 base runner so far on an error to lead off the game.
Now the 0-1. Shows bunt, but takes it. It's up high.
And with these lefty slap hitters, the Spartans defense really likes to cheat in looking for a bunt. As you see Christina Klallberg, second baseman, in the pocket of McKaylee Dooley in the pitcher circle. Sam Worrell down there at third base. Sometimes she gets about 10 feet away from that batter. She gets abnormally close.
1-2. Slap towards third, goes foul.
Now with 2 strikes, I don't think we'll see a bunt here.
Again, the 1-2 pitch. She bunts and pops that one up. Farrell has it, bobbles, and is able to hold on. 2 down.
In football, they call it a tip drill. Maddie Farrell tips it up to herself, catches it almost with her bare hand there.
Now batting number 20, Magnolia West.
Lineup switches back to the top for Magnolia West. 0 for 1, but reached to lead off the game with an error. First pitch to her. Slaps one in the air, left side of the go out of play.
It's Magnolia West, the leading hitter for the Sailfish, batting .377 in 45 games played, 151 at-bats.
Takes a pitch on the outside corner, and Dooley's a strike away from getting out of the third.
And West's got some wheels. She's got 5 triples on the season, which leads the team. And she's got 6 doubles along with 20 RBI.
Now the 0-2. Swinging a liner right field. Is that going to fall fair? It does. Base hit. Keeps on rolling towards the corner. West to second, on her way to third. She'll be in there with a stand-up triple.
And right on cue, Chris, her 6th triple of the season. Now the Sailfish have a runner at third base with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Oh, Magnolia West showed off them wheels. Ball just fell inside the chalk down the right field line. Lexi Chevalier took a tough angle to get to it, able to get the ball into the cutoff man, Christina Klallberg. and limited the base runner from turning around third base.
Chance here for Garrett to give her team the lead. Takes the first pitch up and away for ball one.
PBA trying to grab the momentum here. 2 outs, top of the third inning, 0-0 ball game at Namoli Family Stadium.
Now the 1-0. Fouled right back this way. 1 ball and 1 strike. Garrett.
This week the regional rankings came out, and to compete in the NCAA tournament you need to come in the top 7 in your region. Spartans sit at number 7.
Now the 1-1. Down low, ball 2.
And they're looking up to 3 Sunshine State opponents. At number 2 is Florida Tech, at number 4 is St. Leo, and at number 6 is Rollins College. So next weekend series against St. Leo will mean something.
2-1 is up and in, ball 3. Now the 3-1 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up left side of the infield. Shortstop under it. Makes the catch, and that retires the side. So Dooley strands a runner at third. No runs, a hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. Middle of the 3rd inning in Tampa. No score. You're watching Tampa Spartans softball on TampaSpartans.tv. Getting set now for the home half of the 3rd inning. No score here in Tampa. Top of the lineup for the Spartans, Chevalier, Clawberg, and Miner.
Number 13, Lexi, Chevalier.
Chevalier led off the game, of course, for the Spartans. Had a long at bat and singled up the middle. First pitch, swinging a high fly ball left field. That ball's carrying foul. That ball will be caught by the left fielder on the run. Albertini over there in left field makes the play. A tough over-the-shoulder catch, and there's 1 gone in the 3rd.
Now batting number 3, Christina Clawberg.
So here's Christina Clawberg, struck out looking her first time up. First pitch, big wave and a miss, fooled on that breaking ball.
What was that ball? Was that ball?
Now the 0-1. That ball skips in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch, swinging a high, hard hit ball to third, off the third baseman's glove and into shallow left field. Clawberg on with a 1-out single. Another chance here for Corinne Miner.
Corinne Minor got the offense started in the first inning with a base hit up the middle. Put runners on second and third. Spartans not able to do anything with it.
Takes the first pitch a bit low for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch, swings and hits a slow chopper to the shortstop, takes a crazy bounce and everyone's safe. Looked like it was going to be an easy play for the shortstop Guerra there. Ball was really rolling right to her until the last second, skipped off a divot there or something in the dirt and bounced to her right.
Yeah, it's tough to be the shortstop there in that situation. Not much you can do about that one. And now the biggest power hitter for the Spartans makes her way to the plate, Sam Worrell.
First pitch, called strike at the belt. Now the 0-1. Swing liner up the middle. That's going to fall for a base hit. The runner got a late start. They're waving her home, but she'll hold up at third. Clawberg at second originally really wasn't sure what that ball was going to do. Just kind of floated over her head. Probably should have scored on that play, but the bases are loaded.
Yeah, but with the hottest hitter at the plate, Maddie Farrell, one of the hottest hitters rather, because you do have Stephanie Balmer on a hit streak, but Maddie Farrell is one of the best hitters at the plate right now for the Spartans, so you don't want to force anything there with Clawberg, and Clawberg has also been dealing with a lingering injury on the thigh, so you know that could have factored into the decision not trying to send her or push it around third. Big spot here for the Spartans. Base hit will score two, presumably with Corinne Minor standing at second base.
First pitch to Farrell. Swinging a chopper, left side, just foul. Farrell came up with runners on second and third and two gone in the first inning, but actually singled, an infield single that didn't score the runs. That's why we're scoreless.
The corners here playing just about even with the bag, maybe a step in front. Corners playing back for the double play ball.
Now the 0-1. There's that big breaking ball, but it's just up high.
It's a nasty pitch there from Busby. Starts the letters, shoulders, drops down to the letters, and that one's just upstairs.
That one gets to the backstop.
Good read there by Clawberg, recognizing her home field and that ball ricocheted right back to the catcher. Athletic play by the catcher as well.
Yeah, in this ballpark, you really can't go until you see where the ball ends up landing. Now the 2-1 to Farrell. Taken inside, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Clawberg on third, Minor on second, Worrell on first. Bases juiced here, nowhere to put Maddie Farrell, 1 away. It's a 3-1 count to the catcher. Spartans have put up 6 hits already in this ballgame.
3-1. Up and in ball 4. Everyone moves up a station, and the Tampa Spartans take the lead.
That's a huge walk there by Maddie Farrell. Able to work the count, make Busby work, and Busby, her first walk of the evening, will grant the Spartans a 3rd inning lead here. Coach Cantor making her way to home plate, talking to Ralph Rodriguez. I think we'll get a pinch runner here for Maddie Farrell.
I think you're exactly right.
Get a pinch runner for Sam Worrell at second base. It'll be Mackenzie Allen. Mackenzie Allen, one of the mainstays as pinch runner for the Spartans.
Mackenzie Allen.
Yeah, Allen, 29 games played so far this season. Batting 0 for 4, but she has 8 runs scored.
8 runs scored, 2 stolen bases, so she's definitely got some wheels. And as you said, 29 appearances, most of them coming in the pinch running variety.
So a big chance here for Jansen. Spartans had the lead 1-0.
Jansen tied for third on the team with 26 hits on the season.
And there's the breaking ball. It's over the middle for a strike.
It's another sophomore for the Spartans that played every game in her freshman season. Last year, 2 big contributors. This year, 2 big contributors.
Hits that one hard to third. Come home for the force. Though to first is not in time, so the Spartans stay alive in this inning. Good play there by the third baseman, Burdish, to get the out at home. And that holds the Spartans' lead at 1.
And now McKaylee Dooley trying to help herself out with the bases loaded, 2 down. Dooley's been playing pretty well offensively as of late, racking up a couple doubles in the last few contests.
Takes the first pitch in the dirt. Good stop there by the catcher, Biggs. Now the 1-0. A hard one at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, Busby's got this pitch that seems to run in on the hands of the right-handed hitters. Interesting repertoire that Busby has on in the circle.
Now the 1-1. Swinging a hard hit grounder to shortstop. Shovel to second for the force out, and that retires this side. The Spartans do get on the board, though. They got to run. They take the lead into the top of the 4th inning. Getting set now, top of the 4th inning here in Tampa. Spartans just scored a run. Now McKaylee Dooley will try and put up a 0. Burdish leads off. She struck out her first time up. First pitch. Taken upstairs, ball 1.
Nice to get a lead for McKaylee Dooley here in the... Now it's the 4th inning. Got the lead in the 3rd inning. Spartans have gotten 14 shutouts on the season. And in the last 18 games, they've gotten 9 shutouts, 6 of which belong to McKaylee Dooley.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Chops that one to second. Shovel to first is just in time, and that's the first down of the 4th.
That's good communication there by the first and second baseman, Emily Jansen and Christina Klallberg. Kind of in between there. Jansen went back to first, and Klallberg, the easy shovel.
Here's Budnovich, and she swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Left side of the infield. Shortstop Ballmer calls and makes the catch, and quickly there are 2 gone.
Now batting number 22, Maddie Bailey.
So something that might come into play here is that sun in left center, not left center field, but down the line in left field might be interesting for the first baseman. As after that last play, Stephanie Ballmer ran the ball in from shortstop to McKaylee Dooley in the circle, and I think that's because Dooley can't see that left side of the field. So as I mentioned, Emily Jansen at first base for the first baseman for PBA.
That ball's crushed to left field with foul. Going into the parking lot, he's going to hit any cars? No, it hit a tree. Yeah, if there's a base hit to left field, any relay throw back to the infield is going to be very tough for the receiving infielders.
Absolutely.
Now the 1-1. Good pitch there. Gets the inside corner, and it's 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that retires the side. Sailfish go down 1-2-3. Spartans by 1, heading to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Tampa Spartans softball on TampaSpartans.tv. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Spartans in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Phillips, Ballmer, and Chevalier. Spartans scored a run last inning via a bases-loaded walk. Looking to add to their lead in the 4th. First pitch to Phillips is taken outside for ball 1.
Aaron, where's the
Tape on the bottom for the nice.
Now the 1-0. Swings and chops that one foul left side. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sits up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now the 2-1. There's a breaking ball and it completely fools Phillips. She was way out in front of that one if she went with a full swing. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now 2-2. That's a call, 3rd strike. Just got the call at the knees.
Spartans fans aren't happy, but I think that was a good call there by the home plate umpire, Ralph Rodriguez. Busby's got some movement on her pitches, and that one just caught the inside corner. Strike 3.
Number 2, Steph Palmer.
And I don't know if the Spartans fans want to complain too much about the strike zone. McKaylee Dooley with 6 strikeouts through 4 innings, rather.
Here's Palmer, and she swings and lines that one up the middle. That's going to fall for a base hit.
She'll extend that pitch streak to 8 games with that base knock. Give the Spartans a runner here in the bottom of the 4th.
Spartans with Balmer batting 9th and Chevalier number 1 basically have 2 leadoff hitters.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the year, we saw Steph Balmer in the leadoff role, and she was leading the team in walks for a while. However, she wasn't producing at the rate that she wanted to with the base hits, so Coach moved her down a little bit in the lineup, took the pressure off the freshman, and she's shining here in this number 9 hole.
Lineup switches back to the top for Chevalier. She takes a called strike.
Chevalier led the game off, the base hit up the middle.
A 1 pitch hit hard towards 3rd. Nice play by the 3rd baseman. The 2nd for 1. Relay to 1st, not in time.
That ball was hit right at Burgess, the 3rd baseman. Not much Chevalier can do about that one. Good swing, hard hit. They'll get the force out at 2nd base. Now Coach Counter, you're talking to Rodriguez, and think we'll get a pinch runner. It'll be Lauren Pasco coming into the game. And now that when we've seen this happen for the Spartans, when Pasco comes into the game for Chevalier, normally Pasco will head back out to right field, as Pasco is a little bit better in the field as the senior compared to the freshman Chevalier. Still trying to learn some of the angles as an outfielder. Coming into college, Chevalier didn't play too much outfield. And so now the Spartans here in the later innings go defensive with this substitution.
So here's Clawberg. She takes a called strike.
Five for 13.
Now the 0-1. Breaking ball and a flying ball to shallow left. Left fielder calls, makes the catch, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for the Spartans in the 4th. Heading to the 5th. Spartans up 1. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth. I'm Christopher Francisco on the call for you.
Sounds good.
Top of the 5th inning. Spartans by 1. Benica swings and fouls that one back to the screen. Now the 0-1 pitch. It's taken on the outside corner, 0-2. Glad to be joined now by booth buddy Alex Kirsch.
Yeah,
I didn't know what to call you, man.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, just filling in some other places. Came in here, help you out. We got an exciting one here in Tampa. 1-0 close game.
0-2 is fouled back to the board. Still 0-2. Alex, you were doing the scoreboard, I believe, for the first half of this game?
I was filling in for the scoreboard. We got a lot of action. Obviously, Tampa has 7 hits already.
Big swing and a miss there.
Just
and that's the first out.
PBA.
So now,
Again, Tampa's 1 run coming in on a walk. So they have 7 hits, but no runs to show for those direct hits.
Carlton pops this one up left side of the infield. Shortstop Ballmer calls, makes the catch on the edge of the outfield dirt or grass. And there are 2 gone.
Yeah, Dooley looks great so far. So when we giving up 1 hit, Tampa does have 1 error from the very first play of the game. Avoided another error earlier.
And in just 4 2/3, Dooley already has 7 strikeouts. Here's Hines, and she takes the first pitch on the inside corner, 0-1. Pitch is fouled back to the screen.
Nobody from this PBA lineup yet has really gotten a great read off of Dooley.
Yeah, there's really been no solid contact at all from the Sailfish. Big swing and a miss, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for the Sailfish in the top of the 5th inning. Spartans coming up, they're up by 1. Getting set now for the bottom of the 5th inning. Spartans coming up. Miner, Worrell, and Farrell.
Batting for your Spartans, number 22, Corinne Miner.
Miner 2 for 2, 2 singles in this ball game.
3 big hitters here for the Spartans. Miner or Worrell can get on base. Should set up a potential RBI opportunity.
First pitch, called strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Taken downstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Miner is a potential candidate to start pitching for game number 2. Or it could be Sam Moore, who we will see next.
1-1. Slow chopper right side, it bounces foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Now the 1-2. Sits up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 2-2 pitch hit hard to shortstop on a line caught by the shortstop, Guerra, and that's the first out.
Solid contact from Miner, just right at the shortstop.
Hard hit ball may have been off the end of the bat, but easy play there for the shortstop, Guerra, and now here's the cleanup hitter, Sam Worrell.
Yeah,
1 for 2.
Busby's putting a ton of movement on her pitches.
Once hit hard to third base. Should be easy. Nice play. And there are 2 gone.
Worrell goes quick. It's good for the pitch count for Busby. Yeah, she'll look to stay and pitch the remainder of this game, most likely. Especially in a doubleheader, you don't want to use too many arms.
So now here's Maddie Farrell, who drove in the only run of this ball game with a bases loaded walk. First pitch to Farrell. Gets the black. 0-1. That pitch just misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
If Farrell does get on base, it will be interesting to see if Coach Canner elects to use a pinch runner, as we've already seen 2 today.
Now the 1-1. There's that big off-speed pitch, but it just misses outside.
Farrell has such great composure at the plate. Takes the most walks on the team. Leads the team in hits coming into the series.
Now the 2-1. Outside, ball 3. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swings and chops that one foul left side. And that runs the count full. Now the 3-2 pitch to Farrell. She pops this one up. Left side of the infield, foul territory. Third baseman makes the catch, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for the Spartans in the 5th. Heading to the 6th, they're up by 1. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth alongside Alex Kirsch. I'm Christopher Francisco on the call for you. Getting set now for the top of the 6th inning. Spartans lead by 1.
Batting for PBA number 2, Lil Albertini.
The 9th place hitter Albertini leads off for the Sailfish. First pitch. Played on that swing, 0-1.
I've seen Albertini make some solid defensive plays so far in the game. These PBA defenders have made some great plays in the out-of-bounds region.
Pitch is a called strike, 0-2.
Dooley gets in the head in the count exceptionally well.
0-2. Taken downstairs. The count, a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Chop towards the pitcher, off the pitcher's glove. Gonna be a tough play at first. The throw, not in time.
Looked like that should have been McKaylee Dooley's play. She flashed the glove down and the ball just trickled right under it.
Yeah, it kind of looked like she was unsure whether to go down and get that ball or let it go for one of her fellow infielders.
Balmer went and got it. She made a great play. Throwing it over to first just wasn't in time. Just the ball wasn't rolling fast enough to give Balmer that short enough window, pick it up, throw it over to Jansen. So now PBA, though, has a runner on first with no outs.
And the lineup switches back to the top west. Her last time tripled to right field.
A little bit of a strategy meeting here. Potentially we could see a sacrifice bunt. However, with Magnolia West coming up, who has been the spark plug for this team, she does have wheels too, but expect her to swing.
Yeah, and West is really the only player to make solid contact off of Dooley in this ball game.
Magnolia West.
Magnolia West, 5'5" junior from Carmichael, California. One of 3 Californian players.
First pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. Now the 0-1. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Snap throw to first, not in time. This PBA team loves to run. It's nearly 10 times the amount of stolen bases as the Tampa team does. 1-1 pitch. Shows bunt and bunts it foul. A ball and 2 strikes.
West did get her triple on a 2-strike count.
1-2 is popped up shallow left field on the run. Here they come. The dive, not in time. Can't make the catch.
Reyes laid out for it over in left field. Dove for it. Just came up short. Interesting to see if she might have actually caught that if the runner could have tagged up. Reyes would have had a hard time getting up and throwing that back into the infield.
Once again, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw it down to second. They got the runner there. Strike him out. Throw him out. Double play.
Great throw by Farrell, right on the money. Great pitch, too, to get out the hardest hitter in this PBA lineup. You went from having a runner on first base and no outs, clears the bases, 2 away. Exceptional defense from the Spartans.
Now here's a 2-place hitter, Guerra, 0 for 2. She takes a called strike on the inner half. Now the 0-1. Swinging, that's popped up, right side out of play, 0-2.
Dooley pitches so well when the bases are empty. Doesn't have to worry about any base runners.
0-2. Doesn't get the call that time.
Super close on the outside corner. Could have gone either way. You're not going to get an appeal from Coach Canner at this point, given the nature of a 1-run game.
Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that retires the side.
Yeah,
Third down to first is in time.
0-1-2.
Well, that does it for the top half of the 6th inning. Spartans coming up. They're still leading 1-0. Getting set now, bottom half of the 6th inning here at Naimoli Family Stadium. Pitching change for Palm Beach Atlantic. Taylor Pennica takes over in the circle. So far this season, 3.85 earned run average. And 36 1/3 innings pitched.
Pennica's the real reliever for the Sailfish team, setting up Catherine Bundovich for being the starting pitcher in Game 2, potentially Abby Busby again, or a potential Game 3 tomorrow. Interesting, the utility of the pitchers for PBA. Abby Busby, who we saw today, did not hit, but Pennica, who is in the circle now, has 3 home runs on the season, with a bunch of RBIs. Bundovich, who we should see tomorrow, is hitting .322, 37 hits, and she also has 22 RBIs. So these pitchers are doing both in the field and in the circle.
Jansen leads off the Spartans and she takes ball 1.
She's a first and
1-0. Up and in. Ball 2.
yeah, so then 28 should be the first. So 7's not the game.
Penica is listed at 5'11" and is the tallest player on the Sailfish lineup.
All he said was that the pitcher came.
Now the 2-0.
He said they killed the BP.
Doesn't get the call, 3-0.
You're good with the rule. That's what you did. I'm just wondering if 17.
And this is what worries you when you put a reliever in. Bugsby is having a pretty solid outing, only giving up the 1 run on a walk.
3-0. Gets a 3-0 call there on the inside corner, and 3 balls and 1 strike.
The umpire's been favoring that inside half all day.
Now the 3-1. Take an inside ball for a leadoff walk for Jansen.
Solid at bat, getting a runner on, no outs. Similar situation to what we saw in the top of the inning, where the Sailfish got a runner on with no outs, which led to a double play. Tampa's going to do anything to avoid a double play here.
And Kaylee Dooley, chance for her to help her own cause. Runner on first, nobody out. Shows bunt. Bunts it foul.
Dooley's not known for her bunting, but anything she can do to help the team, she will. She does have 4 doubles on the season. She's tied for second on the team behind 3 players.
Now the 0-1 squares again, pulls it back. That pitch in the dirt. Throw down to second. The tag. Not in time.
I believe Jansen's right foot got into the bag before the tag was applied to her left leg. Might have been a bang call, but tag goes to the runner.
It was close. The throw looked like it was there, but somehow Jansen able to squeeze into second base. Will they keep the bunt on here? Dooley squares again, and it's up high. No one covering second base, so Jansen can come all the way, almost halfway down to third base on that play. The count, 2 balls and 1 strike.
Dooley usually delivers clutch hits.
She squares again, misses it that time. The count evens at 2.
Took a batter for Penica to find her control, although we did see errant ball, which allowed Jansen to advance to second.
The 2-2 pitch, upstairs, ball 3, that runs the count full. Now the payoff pitch to Dooley. Swing and a pop-up, shallow left field. Left fielder calls, makes the catch, and that's the first out.
Meeting at the mound now for the entire infield. Probably just discussing that there is an open base, and if that Penica needs to throw a walk or gets in a hitter's count behind in the count, it's not going to be the end of the world for them to throw a ball outside.
Bailey Phillips is the batter. She grounded out and struck out looking her last time up. Runner on second is Jansen.
Because Dooley gets out there, they're going to let Bailey hit.
First pitch is a called strike, 0-1.
Dooley might have gotten over to first base. She would have been asked to bunt, potentially get a runner over to second and third. And now with 1 out, runner on second, it's a key RBI opportunity here for Phillips.
0-1, fouled back this way, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2. Taken outside, throw down to second. The tag is not in time.
One thing to note for that throw back to second base, second baseman came over to got it. Sometimes when that throw is made, it'll go over the second baseman's head and trickle into center field.
1-2. That ball rolls in. Count evens at 2.
Palm Beach Atlantic came in with a lower fielding percentage than the Tampa Spartans. Yet Spartans have 1 error. PBA has no errors, and errors have been costly for Tampa this season.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a little pop-up, right side of the infield. First baseman calls, and it's Carlton. She makes the catch.
So it's going to be 7-10.
Actually, that was Molina at first. She made the catch, and there are 2 gone. So, chance here for Balmer. First pitch is taken up and in, ball 1.
More pressure here for Balmer. Penica worked away from having no outs and a runner on first. Now there's a runner on second, 2 away. Balmer had a great hit her last time up. She could do that again. Should bring in a run.
1-0 pitches outside. Throw down to second, not in time. Throw to third. The tag, not in time. Somehow Jansen makes it to third.
Another super close call on the tag. She seemed to be got tagged on the back. Dove in head first, got her hand in there in time. Maybe a bobble over by the third baseman Barish as she caught the ball. Might not have had full control while she applied the tag.
2-0 pitch. Upstairs, ball 3.
Dangerous hitter on deck and Chevalier.
Comes a 3-0. Taken for a called strike. Balmer didn't think so. She dropped the bat. On her way to first base, she has to come back and get it. And it's 3-1.
Coach loves the canter. Plans to look. Has to say that was a ball. PBA gets the call there.
3-1. Hit hard to shortstop. Off the shortstop's glove and into shallow left center field. A run comes home. It's 2-0 Tampa Spartans. For now, it's an RBI single, and the Spartans lead 2-0.
Ball was hit hard straight to Alexis Guerra and at shortstop. Took a hop. Kind of had her knee at an awkward angle, and that ball just trickled past her. But
yeah, we've seen a couple of crazy hops over there at shortstop today. Lineup switches back to the top. It's Lauren Pasco getting our first at bat.
The run scores for the Spartans now. 2-run lead in the bottom of the 6th, coming up to the top of the 7th, adding a little bit of insurance for McKaylee Dooley, who will look to go a complete game shutout yet again. We have another meeting with the infield. I'm not sure if Penica necessarily came into the pitching situation hot. Although she was only in the flex position, she wasn't actually in the field, but she comes in pitching. She seems a little cold. Her stuff isn't necessarily as much there as she'd want it to be.
Pasco came into the ball game to run for Lexi Chevalier. She stayed in and played right field, getting her first at bat now, and takes a called strike. Now the 0-1. Big off-speed pitch there, doesn't get the call.
Pasco's a super reliable hitter for the Spartans off the bench. Hits for contact. Gets on base.
1-1. Chopped. Left side of the infield. Going to be a tough play. Third baseman comes all the way down. Not on time. Nobody covering third base. There goes Ballmer. Runners on the corners now for the Spartans with 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, right as we mentioned, the knack of forgetting hits for Pasco. She gets on board at first. Great heads-up base running by Ballmer to advance over to third. She's got experience well beyond her years as a freshman to recognize to come over to third. Waved in. She's got some speed over there. We got runners at the corners. Clawberg at the plate.
A big chance here for Clawberg, 1 for 3. Singleton scored the first run in this ball game in the third.
Christina Clawberg leads the team in on-base percentage, 371 coming into the series. First pitch ball there from Penica. It's a bit worrisome. Last thing you want to do here is load the bases. Potentially for Corinne Miner, who is an RBI machine.
Now the 1-0 pitch to Clawberg. Gets the call at the belt, 1-1. Hit hard towards third. Nice play by the third baseman to reach up and get that ball. Throw to first is in plenty of time, and that retires his side. Spartans get a run on 2 base hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. Last chance now for the Sailfish. 7th inning coming up. Seventh inning underway. First pitch is fouled off to the left side. 0-1.
Burdage, the 5'1" senior. Has some power. Third in the team in RBIs.
0-1 pitch. That pitch almost hit her. Able to get out of the way of that one. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Birch is an extremely versatile player as well. Came with third team in RBIs, leads the team in stolen bases. We've not seen her have that opportunity yet so far today, though.
Here comes the 2-1. Check swing foul ball, 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper past Dooley's glove and into center field for a leadoff single. That'll get the tying run to the plate for Palm Beach Atlantic.
Dooley just looks so comfortable out there, but runner at first now. Let's see if that might shake up her routine a little bit. number one thing you can count on the communication between Dooley and Farrell is there. Every time that Dooley and Farrell work as a tandem, they're able to communicate in kind of just a quick glance level on where they want their pitches. It's never like they really have any issues working together, and that's huge in situations like this when you're trying to close out the game. Maddie Farrell has played every single game as catcher. Credit to her legs for that.
Here's Molina, first pitch. Hit in the air, left field. Reyes gets under it. She makes the catch, and that's the first out of the 7th.
Did see Berdish there. As that ball was caught, she was almost already at second base, so she's definitely looking to run.
Here's Biggs 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. McKaylee Dooley, 10 strikeouts in this ball game so far. And was ripped to left field but foul.
Dooley's been in there the whole game. When she needs to give her best pitches, she will, and she'll ramp up that velocity and throw a rise ball, but mostly with 2 strikes. It's hard to hit off against already.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing another fly ball left field, but it'll go foul out of play.
Berdish over there. Looked like she was going to run. That ball wasn't going to be fouled away. Maddie Biggs from Braden, Florida, appears to have family at the game.
Slow chopper left side. Worrell plays it, but it's foul.
And a 2-strike hole. Dooley's going to look to add to that strikeout total. It's already impressive at 10.
Again, the 0-2. Swinging a high fly ball left field. Will that ball stay fair? Reyes looking for it in foul territory. And it's a foul ball.
She looked like she was going to dive again. Chose not to, but still 2 strikes.
Again, 0-2. This one's popped up. Left side of the infield, foul territory. Worrell under it, makes the catch. And now Palm Beach Atlantic is down to their final out.
Pitcher versus pitcher matchup here. Dooley, Penica. Penica does have 3 home runs in the season. And if she wants to give her team a chance here, she'd look to go yard.
First pitch to her is upstairs for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Chopped foul off her leg. That one hurt her.
Might have got the side of her foot. Gives a thumbs up that she's okay. Good to see that, because sometimes that ball just hits the wrong toe or the wrong part of the ankle and can break a little bone in there.
Now the 1-1 delivery. Hit hard to third, onto first, and that's all, folks. A complete game shutdown for McKaylee Dooley, and the Tampa Spartans take this one by a final score of 2-0. And now it's time for your happy recap of the game. For Palm Beach Atlantic, no runs, 3 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base. And for the Tampa Spartans, 2 runs, 9 base hits, an error, and 9 runners left on base.
Stay with us, guys. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for the second game of this evening doubleheader. projected bearish for PBA. Unsure who we're going to have for Tampa. Is it going to be Worrell? Is it going to be Minor? You're going to have to come back and find out.
He's Alex Kirsch. I'm Christopher Francisco. We'll be back soon.